Hey guys, this is Mara the Reading Hedgehog with my November wrap-up. I read a total of 7 books this month and the half of 2. Sorry if I cough a lot, I'm coming down with something. So it was not a very impressive reading month. I had a lot going, but I also picked a lot of really long books, so yeah, that massive TBR I had at the beginning of November did not happen. But anyway, we'll just jump right into the books that I did read and not beat myself up about it. So the first 2 books I read was The Witch's Curse and Adventures in Flatfrost by Jordan Quinn, book 4 and 5 in the Kingdom of Renly series. I know I've talked about this series before. It's a not quite middle grade kind of beginner reader fantasy series. The illustrator's been sending me the books because he really likes my hedgehog and he was kind enough to start sending these to me, so I read these 2. The Witch's Curse, in that one, the Kingdom of Renly has been cursed with eternal rain and is up to Lucas and Clara to figure out who is doing it and to stop them. And then Adventures in Flatfrost, Lucas and Clara go to the land of the giants because Lucas and his Scarlet Dragon have melted all of the ice in the royal kitchens, and so they must help the giants harvest more and learn a lesson in appreciating hard work. I gave both of these 5 strawberries. I have to say that out of all the ones I've read so far, The Witch's Curse is my favorite, and Adventures in Flatfrost is actually my least favorite. I still really liked it, but in comparison, it was my least favorite because it borderlined on being a little preachy, but I still liked it, of course. After that, I read Silver by Chris Wooding. I gave this 4 out of 5 strawberries. I'm not going to go too much into the synopsis because I really don't want to ruin anything, but essentially it takes place at an exclusive boarding school in England. It's the beginning of Christmas break, and then suddenly these weird silver beetles are being found all over campus, and then nothing is the same again, and the book takes place over the course of one night. It was really cool. It took a concept that I really don't usually like, I'm not going to tell you what because I don't want to ruin it, and then they combined it with a concept that I really do like, and they made a really cool book that I just really enjoyed. I wasn't expecting it to be so good. After that, I read Blue Lily, Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater, the 3rd book in the Raven cycle. I give this 5 out of 5 strawberries. Even though, because of my reviewing policy, I should have given it 3 out of 5 because it did have a lot of language, but I'm kind of sliding on that policy. But 5 out of 5 strawberries, this picks up right where the second one left off. Blue's mother has gone missing, Green Mantle has arrived in town, and weird stuff is going on, and I can't tell you much more than that. Nothing's answered in this. There's more questions, and there's lots of really weird twists, and it is just really cool, and didn't actually make me as upset as I thought it would. It kind of like sewed together the pieces that the second book created, but I still really enjoyed it. Cannot wait for the 4th one, even though it's the last. Then after that, I read Empire of Shadows by Marion Forster, the 2nd book in the Binion Empire series, and this actually is a prequel to the 1st book, so it takes place before the 1st book, and I'm really glad about that. Because this, I gave 3 out of 5 strawberries. It was much better than the 1st book. I liked the 1st book, but it needed a lot of work. This one, the characters were better, the world building was better, it still needs work, but it was better, the plotline was better, I just really liked it a lot more. But it follows a protagonist named Mara. Yes, that actually irritates me. And she's been banished from her clan, and so she ends up joining this caste that trains people to protect other people in order to regain like their lost honor, and so she goes to the Imperial City to pledge herself to someone so she can regain her lost honor, and ends up being involved in court intrigue and all kinds of awesome stuff, and it was really good. I liked it a lot. Then after that, I reread The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. This was the November pick for my Young Adult Bibliobabble Book Club, as usual. Still 5 out of 5 strawberries. I love this book. It's my favorite Maggie Stiefvater book. For those of you who don't know, it takes place on this island called Thisbe, which is it's some island off the British Isles. It doesn't really tell you. And every year they have the Scorpio Races where the islanders try to ride these water horses, the Kapellishka. They're flesh-eating horses that come out of the sea. And Sean Kendrick is the reigning champion, and he wants to buy his stallion from the man he works for. Puck is about to lose her house, and so she decides to ride in the races, the first girl to ever do it, and she doesn't ride a Kapellishka, she rides her island pony. And it's just, I just really love this book, and I'm really excited that it might be turned into a movie. Provided they don't mess it up. After that, I read The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan, the 5th and final book in the Heroes of Olympus series, and that was my phone. I gave it 4 out of 5 strawberries. I may bump it down to 3 though, because it wasn't a bad ending, but I didn't find it very satisfying. It was just kind of meh. It was not a very strong ending, so I need to think about it a bit more. But, you know, overall I did enjoy it. But, yeah, I need to think on it a bit more. It wasn't as good as I was expecting. Then the books that I read part of, I got a little bit further in Dracula by Bram Stoker. I did not finish it this month like I intended, but I will finish it in December, because I am really enjoying it. I just have had a lot going. And then I also got a little further in Wolf's Blood by Hazel West, and hopefully I will be finishing this in December as well, because I am really enjoying it as well. So yeah, those are the books I read in November. I hope you all had a really good reading month, and I will see you with my December TBR. Bye.